So recently Genshin have posted lore drops in their social medias, seemingly out of the blue. Why? Most likely, this is to do with their newest region, Nod Krai, and the information that we need to be somewhat familiar with before we head over into that nation. So let's talk about it. Let's go over all of the lore drops that Genshin has put out on their social medias and what they mean. But first, a quick word from today's sponsor. This video is sponsored by Tokyo Treat and Sakura Co. Tokyo Treat is a fun and exclusive Japanese snack box featuring unique and exclusive flavors from all around Japan. Each box is filled with a variety of full-sized, fun and exclusive Japanese snack items, like unique Kit Kats, uniquely flavored Japanese chips, and occasional Japanese sodas that are only available in Japan for a limited time. Sakura Co is a monthly Japanese artisan snack box that supports local Japanese snack makers, with each box coming with 20 traditional, authentic and artisan Japanese snacks. This month's Tokyo Treat theme was Sakura Night Snack Fest. With Sakura flavoured treats inside, this box brings the charm of Yozakura, cherry blossoms at night, right to you. Since cherry blossoms aren't just for daytime, at night they glow under lanterns and lights, turning Japan into a twinkling pink wonderland. I very much enjoyed the matcha latte Kit Kats and the Sakura sandwich cookies. This month's Sakura Co theme was Moonlit Sakura. Much like the Tokyo Treat box, with this box you can immerse yourself in the beauty of Yozakura with these authentic seasonal flavours, which are perfect for enjoying under the blossoms. I very much enjoyed the Sakura Mochi and the Sakura Cream Cookie. So click the link in the description or the pinned comment to get $5 off your first box if you use my code. And once again, thank you Tokyo Treat and Sakura Co for sponsoring this video. The Moon Sisters. The lore of the Moon Sisters is filled with mystery and intrigue, and we'll probably get to know some more about it once we get to Nod Krai. But if there are any lore players watching this video who want to provide more information, feel free to do so in the comments. The three Moon Sisters are figures in Teyvat legends. They're mentioned in in-game books and items from Mondstadt, Liyue and Sumeru. Very little of their tale can be confirmed in these sources, so information on this topic does differ, making this a pretty mysterious topic, and one that we can hope to get more concrete information from in Nod Krai. According to what is known, the Moon Sisters are older than Rex Lapis himself, and they were the sovereigns of the night sky. They lived in the Lunar Palace and rode through the heavens in a silver carriage. In terms of their sovereignty was held by one sister at a time, and they switched places 3 times a month. A calamity struck, and according to one tale, the Moon Sisters turned on each other and killed each other. 2 sisters died, and one of their corpses became the moon in Teyvat's night sky. According to what we saw on Genshin social medias, the eternal moon fell and threw heaven and earth into chaos. The iridescent moon shattered, and the crimson shadow sank into the abyssal sea. The third sister, the frost moon, ceased to turn, and nations faltered and fell to ruin. A little more about this third sister, but supposedly, following her sister's deaths, the last sister was so overcome with sorrow that she never left her palace again. But supposedly, from this lore drop on social media, a new moon will rise, which will spin the wheel of fate anew, and this new moon might become a big plot point in Nod Krai.
Dude, we're getting the band back together!
It seems like there are many groups of people that are going to be making an appearance in Nod Krai, according to the most recent drop that Genshin posted on their social medias. So let's go over who's going to be making an appearance. The Fatui. As we know from the end of the Natlan conquest, Dottore and the Fatui are causing some trouble in Nod Krai, so these lot will probably be the main antagonists here. The Lightkeepers. The Lightkeepers are an ancient organisation which are native to Nod Krai. Their main purpose is to guard the region against threats, mainly from the Abyss. They have a long history of defending Nod Krai from these abyssal attacks. So we can assume from this group being mentioned here that the existence of the Abyss could play a huge role in Nod Krai. Hexen Circle. The Hexen Circle are an organisation of powerful witches and mages, with some possessing powers that rival divine beings of Teyvat. This organisation was founded by Alice, who is Klee's mum. There are at least 8 members in this organisation, and we already know a few of these figures aside from Alice. Skirk has mentioned before that Ryandotter is similar to Skirk's own master, Sarsalogu, since they're both pursuing some form of perfection. We know that Skirk's going to become playable before Nod Krai releases, so perhaps we'll be getting more in-depth information on this in just a few months' time. But a little more on Ryandotter. Ryandotter is known for being able to create beings such as Albedo, Durin, and the Rift Hounds. She's also been described as a flower who's not of this world, which implies that she doesn't even originate from Teyvat itself. Of course we know about Alice Quest 2, Alice has the power to lift or mold entire island systems, and she has a longer lifespan than that of normal human beings. Nicole is another figure that we know about. Nicole is aware of any changes that are made to Irminsul, and we also know about Mona's master, who's also part of this organisation, who is an astrologist who pioneered the study of divination into that, the Knights of Favonius. The Knights of Favonius have also been mentioned in this lore drop, meaning that they are also in Nod Krai. For those of you who need a refresher on who they are the Knightly Order of Mondstadt, dedicated to protecting the city of Mondstadt. Them being mentioned here as a figure that we're going to be seeing in Nod Krai means that we actually have a chance at actually being able to meet Grandmaster Varga for the first time. As for a reminder as to who Varga is, Varga holds the position of Grandmaster at the Knights of Favonius, which is the highest rank within that organisation. Of course, with him holding such a title, he is a powerful and respected leader here, and throughout the entire game so far, Varga has been away on an expedition, leaving Jean, the acting Grandmaster, to face Mondstadt's affairs. So that will be pretty hype, especially for older players to finally meet Varga for the first time here. The Voynich Guild. The Voynich Guild is another organisation that we'll be getting to know more about in Nod Krai, and we already have a little bit of information on it thanks to Liben. The Voynich Guild is the strongest force in Nod Krai. Liben stated that they are the only force in the area, and there's nothing like an organisation like Mondstadt's Knights of Favonius to hold law and order here. It's just the Voynich Guild. But they seem pretty competent, since Liben told us that the organisation were able to help in retrieving his stolen goods and thoroughly compensating him after he had been robbed. The Moon Children. The Frost Moon Scions, who are also known as Moon Children, are another organisation from Snezhnaya that we'll be getting to know more about. They worship the Moon Goddess, and they abandoned their ancient civilization. They found new homes in the forests and mountains of Nod Krai, specifically in a place called Hisi Islands. Apparently, they have created statues all over Nod Krai, so that'll be interesting to see when we get there. Snowland Fae. Snowland Fae is another group, and this group followed the first Cryo Archon. Even though that's pretty outdated, even in today's landscape though, they're still pretty influential in their own ways, which we'll probably see more of when the stakes rise in Nod Krai's Archon quest. Maybe, that's a speculation, that's my theory. Treasure Hoarders. Even though treasure hoarders are everywhere in Teyvat, as we know, their origins actually lie in Nod Krai. Supposedly, there is a great treasure that was left behind by the legendary thief Reed Miller. Miller yearned to create a world without boundaries, and supposedly, this treasure that he left behind is buried somewhere in Nod Krai. And that's it. That is some basic lore and a few organisations to be familiar with, because they're probably going to play some sort of role when we get to Nod Krai. Give me your thoughts and theories about Nod Krai and these organisations in the comments below. Give me your most unhinged opinions here about what you think is going to happen in Nod Krai and how these organisations or this lore is going to be relevant. Thanks for watching, follow my socials, join my Discord and comment this bird emoji. Peace!